Hey there, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we are tackling a true American classic, a recipe that screams comfort, nostalgia, and just pure, messy deliciousness. That's right, we're making sloppy joes from scratch. Forget that stuff from a can, because once you see how incredibly easy and flavorful this homemade version is, you'll never go back. This is the perfect weeknight meal, great for feeding a crowd, and honestly, who doesn't love a good sloppy joe? So, grab your apron and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk ingredients. It's all simple, pantry-friendly stuff. You'll need about 2 pounds of ground beef. I like to use an 80/20 blend for the best flavor, but you can use leaner beef if you prefer. We'll also need 1 large onion, finely chopped, and 1 green bell pepper, also chopped. For our sauce, we'll use a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, about a cup of ketchup, a couple tablespoons of brown sugar for that hint of sweetness, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce for some deep, umami flavor, a teaspoon of yellow mustard, and some garlic powder, salt, and black pepper to taste. And of course, you wissel hot without some soft hamburger buns to serve them on. All right, let's get this show on the road. Grab a large skillet or a Dutch oven and place it over medium-high heat. Add your ground beef to the hot pan. We're going to break it up with a spoon and cook it until it is nicely browned all over. There's so much flavor in that browning process. So don't rush this step. As it cooks, you'll see the fat rendering out. We're going to drain most of that off, leaving just a little bit in the pan to cook our vegetables in. Once your beef is browned and you've drained the excess fat, go ahead and add your chopped onion and green bell pepper right into the skillet with the beef. Now, we'll cook these together, stirring occasionally for about 5 to 7 minutes. We want the onions to become soft and translucent, and the bell pepper to get a little tender. The smell in your kitchen, right, now should be absolutely amazing, that combination of seasoned beef, sweet onions, and fresh peppers is just the beginning of the deliciousness. This step is all about building that foundational layer of flavor for our sauce. Once your veggies are softened, it's time to create that signature sweet and tangy sloppy joe sauce. We're going to turn the heat down to low and then add our remaining ingredients directly into the skillet. In goes the tomato sauce, the ketchup, the brown sugar, the Worcestershire sauce, the yellow mustard, a good teaspoon of garlic powder, and a generous pinch of salt and freshly ground black pepper. Now, give everything a really good stir to combine it all. Make sure you scrape up any browned bits from the bottom of the pan that is pure flavor right there. Now, for the magic part. Keep the heat on low, cover the skillet, and just let it do its thing for at least 20 minutes. Honestly, the longer it simmers, the better it gets. This gives all those flavors time to meld together and for the sauce to thicken up into that perfect, rich, sloppy consistency. You can give it a stir every now and then to make sure it's not sticking. If you have the time, letting it simmer for a good 30 to 45 minutes is even better. You'll see the sauce get darker, richer, and the flavor will be out of this world. While our sloppy joe mixture is simmering away and making the whole house smell incredible, let's prepare our buns. You can serve them as is, but I love to toast them. It adds a little texture and helps them hold up to all that saucy goodness without getting soggy. You can lightly butter the insides and toast them in a separate pan until they're golden brown. Or just pop them under the broiler for a minute or two. Just keep a close eye on them so they don't burn. All right, our sauce has thickened up beautifully. The flavors have all married together, and it's time to assemble these masterpieces. grab your toasted buns. Take a big, generous scoop, don't be shy, of that hot, savory meat mixture and pile it high onto the bottom bun. And that's it. Your classic, homemade sloppy Joe is ready to be devoured. Now, you can serve these just as they are, but if you want to take them to the next level, think about some toppings. A slice of sharp cheddar or American cheese melted on top is always a winner. Some crunchy dill pickle slices add a great tangy contrast. You could even add some crispy fried onions for extra crunch. And for sides, classic potato chips, a creamy coleslaw, or some simple tater tots are all fantastic pairings. And there you have it, the perfect, from-scratch sloppy joes. So much better than anything you can buy, and so simple to make. This recipe is a real crowd pleaser and is perfect for a family dinner or a casual get-together with friends. I hope you give this one a try. If you do, let me know how it turned out in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more easy and delicious recipes. See you next time.